The coronavirus pandemic has changed the way shelters take care of the homeless. The local homeless coalition is opening up a new overnight shelter for those in need.
NBC 6's Ineria Bird shares more on the wide-reaching changes Hope Connections is making.
The homeless coalition, Hope Connections, is setting up to turn their day shelter into an overnight shelter.
I'm excited and interested, actually, because we've been struggling, during this coronavirus, and things are slowing down. But they seem to take a step, take it a step further and try to be more helpful.
It's all because of COVID-19. They're trying to give people living on the streets who can't go into other shelters a safe place to go.
So no new people can come into the shelters, and so they're doing the social distancing as well with their clients that are inside, and so we're trying to take up the slack a little bit for those beds that they can't fill right now.
The overnight shelter will house 22 people who will have their own living cubicle spaced 6 feet apart from one another, and they'll even be tested for COVID-19 at Ochsner before coming into the shelter.
So we're going to try to keep this a safe environment. Once people move in, we're going to ask them not to leave the property.
For Eddie Duncan, he's been coming to Hope Connections for 3 months after living on the streets for several months before that. Eddie says Hope Connections is a place for people like him to go and get resources and get their feet back up on the ground.
Overall, this is pretty much the place where any person in my situation would want to start.
And that was Ineria Bird reporting. The overnight shelter will open at the end of the month and remain open while Hope Connections builds a new permanent overnight emergency shelter called Safe Haven.